Welcome to Dear Diary, the Self-Love Podcast. This is your place to dive deep into personal development and self-love inspiration, connecting you to your intuition, your body, and your higher self, while unlocking and activating your confidence and inner power, inspiring you to show up and choose you over everything else that gets thrown in your way. And instead of listening to the limiting beliefs running around inside of your head, we will explore a variety of topics from conquering your fear, letting go of doubt, stepping into self-awareness, trusting your intuition, along with a ton of self-care tools that I'll be sharing along the way, with solo sessions and a magnetic guest list of remarkable souls. This is my platform to empower others while using my voice to share my self-love, growth, and healing journey. I hope this podcast serves you well and you get as much value from it as I do from sharing it. So here we go. Day 2 of the 5-day self-love experience. Today we're going to talk about gratitude. But not like your typical idea of gratitude. Like, oh, be thankful, be grateful. Like, oh, you already have things in your life that you should be grateful for and blah, blah, blah. Not really thinking about gratitude in a way of doing, like having gratitude, right? Like, I should have gratitude for the things that I already have. I should have gratitude for the people in my life and my experiences and my home and my possessions and blah, 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 blah. We're going to talk about more of the state of being in gratitude. Gratitude as a way of being, not in the act of gratitude, but in the energy of gratitude. You see, society has instilled in us this constant desire for more, instant gratification, always trying to keep up with the Joneses and wanting more and more and more. And when we find what we're looking for, we get this rush of dopamine, right? Amazon, you order something and it's delivered to your house the next day. And then the thrill wears off. And then we return back to our never-ending quest for more. There's always more, right? We always need more, more, and more. And so we miss out on the joy of gratitude, the energy behind it, because we have a tendency to just constantly want more and be dissatisfied with what we have. And so being grateful and appreciating our life as it is, not trying to change it, fix it, add to it, but really being grateful for what is currently, right now, even if it feels like a shit show. And there's so much that you, air quoting right now, don't have. And truly enjoying what is. By shifting our focus, we can literally alter our perception, our energy, our vibration, transforming the doing of gratitude and the more into the being of gratitude. The energy that arrives and lands inside of your body when you are in the act of gratitude. So the next time you thank someone or you have gratitude, authentic gratefulness inside your heart, I want you to notice the experience or the energy that is evoked inside of your body, right? Like right now, let's close our eyes. Unless you're driving. Take a deep breath. Just noticing what's going on inside of your body. Maybe there's thoughts running all over the place. Maybe you're a little jittery. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you're stressed. Maybe there's some tension in your neck, your back, your shoulders. You're just feeling blah. Maybe you're neutral, right? You're numb. You're not feeling nothing. Just noticing and breathing. And I want you to think of a moment in your life, maybe it was a recent moment, maybe it was a long time ago, where you felt so much gratitude, so much appreciation, so much joy, so much love. This moment of just powerful gratitude. Where were you? Who were you with? What were you experiencing? What did that gratitude feel like? What emotions did it evoke? Really like marinate in that essence. Maybe it was the day your child was born. Maybe it was the day you got married. Maybe you bought a first house. Maybe you got that job. Just sit in that essence. Now I invite you to notice what's going on inside of your body. What are you experiencing right now? Did your energy shift? Do you feel the flutter and the openness inside of your heart? Did your posture change a little bit? Just noticing. This energetic elevation, this frequency of gratitude, like deep, authentic gratitude, it has the power to transform you and those that you interact with, literally in the physical space that you occupy. You should try it. When you walk into a room in your house and maybe your family's like, it's like twilight hour for those of you who have kids, and it's like from the hours of like 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. where everybody's just like, just sit and have gratitude. Like raising your vibration, raising your frequency, tapping into the beingness of gratitude. Watch the whole room, the energy of the entire room shift. It's amazing. It has the power to heal, create, manifest love, and attract. It has the power to change your perspective, open your heart, envision new solutions in areas in your life where you once maybe felt stuck. It has the power to change how you are and how you show up in relationships. Or at the simplest level, it has the ability and the power to just change, shift, and lift your mood. Try it. Next time you're driving to work and you're late and there's traffic and you don't want to be at work and you forgot your coffee on the kitchen counter and you're feeling like crap and you're hitting all the red lights, take a breath, take a moment, take a pause, and just list everything that you're grateful for that you already have right here in the now. The job you're going to, the car you're driving, the sun is shining, the clothes you're wearing, the people you love, right? And it sounds so cliche and so silly, but it's not the act of doing. It's like you're being the gratitude. You're transforming it into part of who you are. You're allowing it to elevate and shift your vibration. And it's more than like politeness and a calculated strategy to keep the gifts coming and to keep receiving and just being grateful for all the things that you get and you receive. And it's not about that. It's about associating with your gratefulness and linking that to higher levels of just pure satisfaction, helpfulness, empathy, forgiveness, positivity. It broadens your perspective on life and it allows you to be more creative, more intentional, more insightful. And it helps reduce some of those anxious feelings that we all are walking around with, some of that negativity and depression and feelings of envy, right? Oh, she has more than I do. She has her shit together. She has the white picket fence. She has the handsome husband that's got it all together and treats her like a queen. Mm, but what do I have? I am so grateful for the things that I have. And really feeling into that, not just being like, I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. Like, no, 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 no. What do you love about that roof over your head? Maybe there's a favorite spot or a favorite corner of your house where you just feel good, right? Your favorite chair where you like to curl up and read a book. That favorite coffee mug that you reach for every single morning. That ritual or that routine that you do that only takes 5 minutes, but it really like makes your day and it brings you so much joy, right? When your kids come and snuggle up with you on the couch and just that sense of peace. Abraham Hicks talks about the wobble factor, and I already did a podcast on this a couple episodes ago. But it's basically having these conflicting thoughts and these challenging beliefs that are just out of alignment with your highest good. Feeling that like resistance, allowing the limiting beliefs to come to the surface to lower your vibration. The old stories that are constantly running on loop and getting you like off track, wobbling you out of place, knocking you off with what feels good. If you could just tap back into gratitude every time you feel a little wobble, imagine the power that that would bring you. It's like thinking on purpose, right? Does that make sense? It's like, oh, I don't have this. I'm late for work. I spilled my coffee. I'm late on my bills. My relationship sucks. This is so hard. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Bring it back in. I'm like, we went on autopilot just then. Let's reel it back in. I'm so grateful for this space. I'm so grateful for my office. I'm so grateful for this podcast mic that makes me sound so much better than my little speaker when I first started this, right? I'm so grateful for this candle burning next to me because the scent of lavender and patchouli, it just brings me so much peace in my body. Just a candle. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that I can smell. I couldn't imagine not having a sense of smell. And I'm not just saying these things, right? Like I'm feeling the gratitude. I'm being the gratitude. I'm grounded in the gratitude. And so you may be asking yourself now, like, okay, well, how do I focus and find gratitude in the good when there's just so much that's not good? Well, look at everything that you have already accomplished, all of the things that you've already created, all of the manifestations that have already come true. And when you think about those happy feelings, when you think about that gratitude, when you think about that thought that I had you think about before, that moment where you were so grateful, milk it. Milk that appreciation that you already feel, like allow it to grow and become part of you. And the more that you do that, the more that you can come back to it whenever you're feeling like, oh God, my life, this is not where I want to be. Finding gratitude for what is, even amongst the what isn't. Right? Like I could stop right now and just think about all the things that I don't have that I would love, right? I have my vision board right in front of me on my desk. There's a lot on there that I do not have. But then I can also look right here, right now, in this current room and see everything that I do have and really feel the gratitude for that. Your actions are so tiny compared to how powerful it can be when you get into better alignment with that higher energy. And tapping into gratitude is really the most easy, powerful way to vibrate at that higher frequency. And it's literally as easy as like thinking good thoughts. It's literally that simple. And it's not like surface level too. Like think good thoughts that are going to shift the way your energy is in your body. Because if you have 5 things, imagine this, listen to this, right? If you have 5 things that are important to you and all of them are going well, except for this one thing is not going well. And you're so focused on that one thing that's going so awful. And you're unconsciously or consciously tuning your body into a lower vibration that says, I want more of this. That one thing that you keep focusing on. You got 4 other things that are going really, really, really well out of those 5 things that are really important to you. But that one thing you keep focusing on that's not going well. It's shifting your vibration and it's saying, I want more of this. This is what I'm focused on. Give me more. And it pinches off your energy to the other things that are going so well. Do you get that? Does that make sense? And likewise, on the other side of that coin, you can have 5 things that are going truly, truly awful. And only one thing that's going really, really well. And if you focus on that one thing that's going really, really well, if you can find gratitude for that one thing that's going really, really well, that already exists in your reality, you can completely set your tone and your body to that higher vibration that says, more of this, please. Did that land in you? So it's not about, just thinking happy thoughts. No, 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 no. You know damn well you got one thing in your life that's working out for you. Allow the appreciation and gratitude for that one thing to grow. And then you'll find 2 things from that energy, from that state of being. And then you'll find 3 things, and then you'll find 4 things. And before you know it, you'll be looking around you with things that are already there, finding so much to be grateful for, instead of focusing on all the things that are not there that you would like. It's like a game, choosing gratitude and appreciation and feeling good over and over and over and over again. Feeling good is the game, feeling good is the game, feeling good is the game. Getting into gratitude, finding the good, raising your vibes, raising your energy, raising your frequency, tapping into what feels good, and not just focusing on what doesn't. God, as a society, that's all we do. We focus politics and opinions and judgments and anxiety and depression. And this world is it's a really, really hard time for a lot of people. And we tend to just focus on that, focus on what's not going right instead of focusing on what is. And I want to make a note of this because it's really important. A lot of people are going through a lot of things. So it's like, well, okay, well, what happens when I'm stuck in the mud and I can't find anything to be grateful for? I get that. Cultivating gratitude can feel so out of reach sometimes, Life happens. I get it. I am in the thick of it right now. I am stepping into the unknown. I am stepping into a season of complete my whole life is changing. My whole world is changing. I'm literally on my edge and it feels really hard at times. So I understand that. And when you find yourself in times where you're forcing yourself to shift from this uncomfortable feeling to something positive instead, sometimes that's where toxic positivity comes into play, right? Like when we just wish we were feeling something else instead of feeling what we are. And so we kind of like force ourselves to feel differently by, false affirmations or, well, not false affirmations, affirmations that don't feel true, right? Like for those of us that struggle with self love, it's kind of hard to be like, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Well, if you don't feel love for yourself, then th- that's not going to work, right? So it doesn't feel natural. So we're not trying to do that, right? Because we don't always get to choose how we feel, but we do get to choose how we respond to what's going on in our external world. Let me say that again. We do get to choose how we respond to our external world and the feelings that are associated with that. Gratitude can only be experienced after we allow ourselves to take in what our fear, our anger, our sadness, our anxiety is trying to communicate. You can insert the stillness part from day one, right? Getting quiet, listening to what's alive inside of you, noticing the feelings, the fear, whatever it is, allowing it to be there. Being real with what's going on in the moment, right? Not just being like, oh, I gotta ignore this, this really hard thing that's happening. I just gotta ignore it and just be positive. No, 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 no. Validating what you're feeling. Maybe it's grief, anger, shame, sadness. No matter how painful or wrong it seems, no matter how much you don't want to feel it, opening up that awareness, finding the truth beneath what we're feeling, and then we can move towards understanding it, accepting it, and then shifting towards gratitude. But you got to surrender to what is going on right now in life. I'm in a heavy season. I know why. There's a lot of fear in my body. There's a lot of anxiety, an unknown, stepping into the unknown and change. Change is scary. Unknown is scary. It feels like walking into a dark room and you've got no light on and no path and you're tripping all over things. And I know I'm going to be okay. I trust that I'm going to be okay. I surrender because I trust in myself. I trust in my decisions. I trust in the wisdom and my intuition. And then I give myself love and compassion and the gratitude for being resilient enough and strong enough to do this really scary thing. And then from that place, I can find so much gratitude for what already is and what's about to change and what I'll be stepping into. So the next time that you're struggling to cultivate gratitude or any sort of positive feeling, start by asking yourself, what is getting in the way of me feeling grateful or happy or proud, insert whatever. And then work with yourself as you would a friend that's struggling. Get still, zoom out, investigate what's going on with an open mind and no judgment. Getting curious, gathering information. Maybe your feelings of sad or afraid or jealousy, maybe they make sense. Practice accepting them because it makes sense. And then you can shift to positivity and gratitude. I'll give you 7 simple ways to cultivate gratitude in your life. Awareness. Getting aware of your negative complaining or gossiping or nonsense thoughts. Literally, sometimes we're on autopilot and we can go real quick into this, right? Pay attention to how you're seeing and responding to the world. It's so important. Being mindful of how you're thinking when a crappy feeling or situation arises. Keeping a gratitude journal. Literally spending a few minutes each day just jotting down what you're grateful for. It is so, so, so powerful. Shifting your perspective. After you're writing and you're noticing what's happening, right? If you're doing this gratitude journal, or even if you're not, you're just like noticing. Switch your point of view from a negative one to a positive one. It takes time. We already talked about how to do it, but you are responsible for your own thinking. And if you can create gratitude simply by just choosing a higher vibration, simply by choosing not to focus on all the bad, oh God, it is so powerful. Getting still. Here it is again. Sometimes life gets noisy and it's hard to find the gratitude, but if you get still, there is gratitude around every hidden corner. There really, truly is. Breath work, meditation, journaling, being in nature, listening to music, anything that brings some quiet to your mind and taps you into your body. Oh, gratitude is literally right around the corner when you can get to that place. Being humble. Think about what you take for granted. See if you can shift your attitude and your position in that, right? I really think that humility opens us up to new ways of thinking and experiencing the world. Sharing your appreciation is another act to cultivate gratitude. Compliment someone. Let other people know that you appreciate them. You know what happened? I don't know where I learned it. I don't remember. But somebody said it to me once. I appreciate you. And I was like, oh, whoa. It landed in me. And you know how many times I say that to others? Maybe somebody sends me a message and it just like it hits me and I'm just like, oh, I appreciate you. I really do. Practice those random acts of kindness and just expect nothing in return, right? Just putting out positive energy just because you can. Just because you can. And then watch it come back to you tenfold. And that's not people pleasing, right? It's just expressing gratitude and appreciation for the people that we know and love. For the random person that holds the door for you, right? Seeing the silver lining in every situation. I do this often. I ask myself in any situation that doesn't feel that great, especially, what can I learn from this? What's the teacher in this? What's the wisdom in this? How could I prevent this negative event or experience from happening again? Or how could I have a different reaction the next time? In every situation, there's an opportunity and a teacher and wisdom in every single situation. That's the silver lining. What can you learn from that? It's a powerful practice. It really, really is. And so as I wrap up day 2 of the 5-day self-love experience, what did this bring up for you? What are you going to take with you from this? Maybe you start a gratitude journal. Just have a notebook by your nightstand. And before you go to bed, jot down all the things that you're grateful for every day. Little things, right? What are you going to do with this? I invite you to really tap into gratitude, not as a form of doing, but the act of being in gratitude. Shifting your energy, raising your vibration. And allow that magic to transform the rest of your life, no matter what shitty situations you find yourself in. Thank you for listening. I hope this episode served you well. Until next time, I'll see you around. And that is it for today's episode. I hope that my words activated and inspired something inside of you. And if they did, please share this episode with a friend or on your social media, and feel free to tag me so that I can say thank you. The more people who hear these words along their path, the more we can help inspire and heal the world. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a review. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Sending love and light until next time. I'll see you soon.